one can suck it. Hi, it's Tuesday. You're watching Tasty Tuesday, a show where it's Tuesday. I try to make something tasty. Sometimes it works. Happy New Year! 2017. What was 7 We made it, is what I'd like to say. Congratulations if you did make it. If not, I'm sorry. How are you watching this? So, I had no idea what to cook for Tasty Tuesday this week. It's been Christmas, it's been New Year's, the whole end of the year was a blur. During my week off of YouTube and social media, I decided to clean out my closets and my pantry and just any cabinet and thing that I hadn't looked at in years. So while I was cleaning out my pantry, I realized I have a lot of fucking food, like a lot of stuff that I didn't remember that I had in there, and it's still good. It's like canned goods and stuff like that, and I don't want it to go to waste, but I don't know what to do with it. So then I was watching Hot for Foods channel and I got really inspired by Lauren Toyota's recipe videos. She's amazing, by the way. If you don't know their channel, you should go check it out. But she like pulls out random things from her pantry and from her fridge and whatever, and she like makes like an amazing gourmet dish from like scraps and crazy things. I don't know how to do that. If you haven't watched Tasty Tuesday before, welcome, hello, thank you, subscribe. But I'm just a girl that's learning how to cook, and I'm so unfamiliar with how much of each ingredient to use or like what goes well with what. I kind of know flavors, but I don't know like measurements or like what a binder is or like what cornstarch does. I don't understand when to use those things, but I wanted to do it anyway because there's gotta be a time where you learn to make your own recipe from your life's kitchen. Yeah, whoa, that was way more philosophical than intended, but feel free to quote me. So I was going through my pantry and I found this enchilada sauce. I don't know when I bought it, but it doesn't expire till 2019, so it's good. Right next to those, I found these corn tortillas that I'm pretty sure I bought a couple weeks ago and totally forgot about, but I opened it and I smelled it and they're still good. So I thought, let's make some enchiladas. Holy shit, we're making enchiladas. And then I was like, what do I put in the filling? Because last time I made enchiladas, I made chicken enchiladas, and since then I've been on a mostly plant-based diet, which by the way, I'll get to in a second because I want to address that. So I opened my fridge and I found some chipotle jackfruit. So I thought we'd make some jackfruit enchiladas. Woo, get psyched. It's 2017, it's a new year, trying new stuff, gonna get outside our comfort zone. Hopefully the jackfruit is tasty. It's pre-seasoned. I looked to see what other ingredients I had that could possibly go in this. I found some beans, found some corn, have some mushrooms that I bought that I usually put in salads, but hey, it could go in an enchilada. Avocado, I found an onion, pretty sure that would go well. Garlic somewhere, a bell pepper, tomatoes. Oh yeah, I found a can of these diced green chilies. I think at one point I was planning on making enchiladas and then I didn't. So there's like a lot of enchilada-ish ingredients. Then I found not one but 2 packages of Pepper Jack style Daiya cheese. I think I bought these at separate times when I saw it in a grocery store. I was like, ooh, Pepper Jack, that sounds good. And then I bought it and then didn't use it ever. Still good. This one expires in March and this one expires in February, so we're good. So fuck, we're gonna make some enchiladas and they're hopefully gonna be dope. I don't know what I'm doing exactly. And also I cheated a little bit because since I don't know like anything in life, I don't know how to make enchiladas. So I looked up several different enchilada recipes and I'm gonna do like a combination of them based on the ingredients that I have. I'm creating a recipe and I'm really freaked out about it. Bear with me, we'll see if it's tasty. NIKKI'S original jackfruit enchilada recipe. Here we go, you're gonna witness it. Let's make this dish. Okay, before we get started, I just wanted to address this one thing that I said I was gonna address. And if you don't wanna hear this and you just wanna see if I fail or not at jackfruit enchiladas, feel free to skip ahead. I'm gonna spend like a minute on this. So I like to keep my channel pretty light and not super serious. Definitely not political at all. Really like to stay away from politics and things that divide people. If anything, I like to bring people together and find things that we all relate to. So a lot of you have been asking me if I'm vegan or why I won't say I'm vegan or why I say plant-based instead of vegan and a million other questions about veganism. For all of you vegans that are out there that came to this channel because I was trying out plant-based dishes, I think you're great. I respect you. I admire what you do. I had never intended to ever go on a vegan diet, and last year that happened to me. If you've been watching a while, you'll know that like last year around this time I was making beef stew. Then a month later I gave up meat for Lent. I fully plan to go back to eating meat. I have never given up meat before. Was just never interested in that. And a funny thing happened. While I gave up meat, I started learning about vegetarianism and veganism and why people do that, and all these different dishes that were out there that I'd never tried before, and I started experimenting with plant-based cooking. And when Lent was over, I wanted to try it out for 30 days. 30 days became 3 months, and 3 months became 6 months. And after 6 months, I still really enjoyed a plant-based diet, but there were certain things that just weren't compatible with my body, and I started having some health issues, and I don't want to get too into it. I don't want there to be like a huge debate in the comments. Whenever you talk about diet, there's like a million opinions on it, and I'm just telling you what worked for me. Everybody's body is different. I try to eat plant-based as much as possible, but sometimes I have eggs, and sometimes I have chocolate, and sometimes I have fish, and that's about this much of the time. But I do it. But that's why I don't say I'm vegan, because I'm not. I also don't like labels at all. I think labels are good in some ways, but also they tend to divide us, and so I just don't personally want any labels on me. I just do what my body tells me to do, and I honor that. And right now it's eating mostly plant-based, which is why I'd like to continue exploring that on this channel and making more plant-based dishes. But personally, I am not 100% plant-based, and I don't commit to any one particular diet. So there's that. Anyway, I cannot wait for these jackfruit enchiladas to be bomb as fuck. I'm super good at cooking and coming up with original recipes, and I'm very confident about it. Okay, so we're gonna kill it today. We're gonna start by preheating our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit temperature. How do you know what temperature? Now you know, 350 degrees. Then we're gonna prep our ingredients. Yes, we learned how to prep last year. Way easier when you do that. Who'd have thunk? This is like 8 ounces of mushrooms. I'm gonna chop them up. Also gonna take this bell pepper and chop this up. And I'm gonna chop up an onion. Hopefully I don't cry about it. Sometimes I do. I get very emotional around onions. Maybe an onion touched me weirdly when I was a child, and I'm just like reliving that trauma. Okay, now that our ingredients are all prepped like a professional chef that I am, because I'm doing an original recipe, we're gonna take our jackfruit that's already pre-seasoned and shred it. I've never tried this, and I don't know if it's good or not. Hopefully it is. If you can't find the pre-seasoned jackfruit, I think you could probably just get a can of jackfruit and season it yourself, but I don't know how to do that right now. This is what I have. This feels like it's not gonna be enough for a lot of enchiladas, so we're just gonna go with it. But if you're making this at home, maybe, you know, buy multiple packages. I don't really know your jackfruit situation. Mine's a little jacked up right now. It's a new year, we're rusty. Okay, next, I'm gonna take a saucepan, like a medium one, and we're gonna saute some shit. Oil, olive oil, I guess. My voice gets higher when I don't know what I'm doing. Like 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Confidence, I'm emoting it. I'm confident, I'm strong, I'm a woman, hear me roar. Medium heat, that sounds right. To this, we're gonna add 3 garlic cloves minced, and our onion that we chopped up very nicely, because we're professional at chefing. And you know, we're just gonna saute this until the onions become translucent. Once our onions are nice and translucent in the way that we want them, we're gonna add our mushrooms. I'm just adding all the mushrooms to make up for the lack of jackfruit. More like lack fruit. Am I right? We're working on it. We're working on it. Our diced bell peppers, very nicely diced. 2 tablespoons of these diced green chilies. 1, 2. I'm also gonna add in this corn that I opened and drained. It seems like a lot of vegetables in there. I'm really hoping this works out. And we're just gonna saute that up for like 5 minutes. Do it. Okay, now that our veggies have been sauteing for about 5 minutes, I'm gonna add our jackfruit mixture. So much. Oh my God, not like that. Don't do that, jackfruit. I'm also gonna add some spices. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add some spices. I'm gonna add some pepper. Chipotle chili pepper sounds good. I feel like I've used that in an enchilada recipe before. And some cumin. How much of each of these? I don't know. I'm just gonna do this sometimes with the pepper. I'm just gonna kind of like, probably like half a teaspoon. Go with like a whole teaspoon of chipotle pepper. I feel like you should probably maybe add more than that. And a teaspoon of cumin seed. Sure, yeah, that's right. These are my jackfruit enchiladas. I do them like this. I'm just gonna let all those flavors soak in there for like 5 more minutes, I think. I'm adding a little bit more spices because I don't smell them. Okay, now I smell them. I'm gonna stop adding spices. Okay, now that that's been sauteing for about 5 minutes, I'm gonna turn off the heat. I tasted a little bit of it. I think I added way too much chipotle pepper. I would suggest not adding more spices until you can smell them, but that was a good learning experience. It's very spicy now, which will please Steve, but maybe not me. I'm gonna make a little station over here now. I got a 9x13 dish. I'm gonna grease it. Gotta grease it. Hold on, it's happening. Greased. Then I'm gonna take my ladle and ladle some of this enchilada sauce onto, oh, well, it's just kind of doing its own thing. So now I'm gonna put some enchilada sauce on like a shallow dish or a plate. I got my tortillas. I'm just gonna warm them up for like 30 seconds in the microwave, maybe 15 seconds in the microwave, just to get them like very soft. You want them to be pliable. I'm an expert at enchiladas. I don't know if you know this. Okay, I think these are great. So now I'm gonna take my tortilla and dip it in the enchilada sauce, coat both sides. Then I'm gonna put my little mixture in there. And I'm gonna put some of these black beans and a little bit of the cheese that's already open. And then I'm just gonna roll that up. Oh, yeah, it's ugly. I think the tortillas are supposed to be bigger. Probably. Well, they're not. Okay, my tortillas are breaking everywhere and they're super ugly, but I'm still very confident about this. Just don't put so much filling in and then it won't be so ugly. Also, having fresher tortillas may help, not ones that have been sitting in your pantry for weeks. Okay, once our enchiladas are all rolled up in your 9x13 pan and everything is breaking and falling apart, we're gonna ladle some more enchilada sauce over the top. No, nothing's perfect. Nobody's perfect. In fact, it's our imperfections that make us perfect, you know, or something like that. I heard that from somewhere. Anyways, that's what I'm using to describe these enchiladas. They're perfectly not perfect. And then I'm gonna sprinkle just fuck tons of cheese on the top to make up for all the mistakes. Okay, that looks like enough cheese to cover up any mistakes. We're gonna put it in the oven for 20 minutes. I believe in you, enchiladas. Don't disappoint me. All right, I'll see you in 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes, time to see what we got. We have something that vaguely resembles enchiladas, so I think that's good. It's a great sign. Cool. While they were cooking, I also diced up some tomatoes. I made some guacamole, and I have some sliced olives, so I'm just gonna put those on top. And we'll see if this is tasty. Oh my god, I'm such a chef. What am I gonna do? I should write a book. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Yeah, so those look like enchiladas, right? You like them. Okay, I'm having not just Steve, but 2 other people trying this dish out. Maddie and Jimmy are vegan and Steve is not. So we got a variety of thought going on here. You don't have to like it. In fact, if this dish doesn't work out, I'm blaming Lauren Toyota for being so damn inspiring that made me think that I could cook. But if it is good, then you know.
Good.
It looks really
You get an
solid.
A just because it looks good.
Yay!
Is this Daiya cheese?
It is. It's pepper jack. That's the kind that I like.
Damn, baby, this is really fucking good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Really good.
So you can cook for me more often.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
This is solid.
This is my first original recipe, guys, and it's tasty.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I was supposed to take other people's recipes and then pretend that I came up with them.
That's what I usually do. And I just really unconfidently tried to do my own recipe today because I was cleaning out my pantry.
Well, you should be more confident because
Yes.
you nailed it.
Yeah, no, she used all
I
ingredients that were
love
already
it.
in the pantry.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Exactly.
That's really nice.
Yeah, we have so many ingredients in our pantry. I could probably make a full-on feast, like a dessert buffet and
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost made Spanish rice and brought it.
Is that right?
Yeah. I almost did.
Next time, guys. Next time.
Next time.
Anyway, fuck yes, it's tasty. Slap it high. I'm gonna put the recipes that I adapted it from below, and then I'll put mine also. And if you want to make it, you should make it because it's tasty. So there, subscribe so you don't miss any of this, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Where's Bobby? Where's Bobby? Where's Bobby?